How's it, everybody? Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we have the 96th Ultimate Clash, and in this video, we're going to break down some guides for some teams and strategies you can use utilizing mostly free-to-play characters, as we typically do with these guides. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's hop on into the first stage. We've got all of our characters already selected up, so no need to go through all that. And we're going to go through each team, right? We originally, the way we used to do this is we would set specific categories to specific characters, but since they've reduced the amount of bosses in the Ultimate Clash, it's honestly not that bad. So let's go ahead and let's start with the Ox King here. So we'll use one of our weaker free-to-play teams, and that is the Wicked Bloodline team. This centers around the Metal Cooler and his army, right? Obviously, if you have the newer Metal Cooler, this is a much more powerful team. But for ours, we're going to utilize this setup here. The way our mostly free-to-play showcases are going to work here is, right, our leaders may be summonable units, right? And that's basically what you do. Use your leader to get your summonable units. And then we take it down with mostly free-to-play characters. At least one or two free-to-play characters, just to kind of help you fill out the team. If we can possibly do more, obviously we'll do more. But for now, this works. So here we go. Loading into the Ox King here. Really, really terrible turn. So we're gonna protect our tech one, right? So let's do that. Let's grab that, and then let's send off the STR Metal Cooler. I do see both that Metal Cooler army and the Fizz Cooler are on the other rotation, so as long as we don't eat a super here on this turn, we should be fine. But it does look like we're actually doing quite a bit of damage here with the Cooler, so this works. And this is also why I wanted to use this team here, just because it works out. Excellent. All right. Perfect. Okay, so took two of them down. So easy day. So again, the way we always structure this is we do all of our free-to-play teams, right? So there's 7 free-to-play teams now for Dokkan, which makes it really nice. Maybe I should do a video breaking down all the different free-to-play teams and how they can be useful for new players. That might be something for a future date. All right, so next one is Team Bardock. So we'll do Team Bardock here. We'll use Bardock as our lead, and then the rest of our characters are all free to play, and we'll take down Spobovich here. So let's do it. Yeah, so maybe, I mean, we've ranked the free-to-play teams before, but I think understanding just how powerful and how useful these characters can be, I think is incredible. And I might also talk about how acquiring some of these leaders for the free-to-play teams might actually be very beneficial for players. So, all right, we're going to stick Bardock in front here. I think that's the play. And then Shugesh should be able to tank those attacks there. And then we'll send off Tora. Now, we're getting our main leads not on the first rotation. I don't know what's going on here. But, all right, not bad. Excellent. There we go. As expected, Shugesh does tank. And then actually, we did seal, right? So that's the nice thing here. Some of these early stages we can still seal. So Bardock's seal helps us. And there we go. And he's down. We didn't have to worry about taking a super. And yeah, first 2 stages, not expecting much, right? Personally, I mean, I appreciate the quality of life of making this shorter, but I feel like, I mean, I guess the rewards didn't really change, but I think it was a little bit better with the extra stages. Now I feel like it just moves too fast, and it's at this point, with the amount that they've removed, now it's just monotonous because it's not too terribly difficult. All right, so our next free-to-play team is going to be what do we did Ginyu will be our next one. All right, so we got the Ginyu Force here. We have our 2 leads, and then everybody else here is free-to-play. So let's see here. Perfect. Again, not getting our leads in the right place. I don't like that. Okay, what if we do this, though? This might actually be all right, right? Because Raccoon can tank, right? So we let Raccoon Eat that soup. Yeah, perfect, right? And so he gets the bonus from Tech Ginyu, and then he post super should be able to eat that super. Oof. Well, okay. I mean, it is still technically eating it, so we can't complain. All right, and then Jace. There we go. Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, he's got hit in front of quite a bit of attacks. That could have been bad. All right, so we'll do that number. Grab that. I know technically it's better to put Burr in slot 1, but whatever. Ginyu should be fine here. Yeah, double digits. Ooh, actually, we got a really bad setup here. Oh, okay. No, he's fine. Never mind. All right, and then a couple supers from the lead Ginyu here should do the trick. I lied. One super from the lead Ginyu here should do the trick. Yeah, so again, as you notice, most of the leads we're using, right, they're older characters. Some even, like the Ginyu, have already gotten an easy A. And actually, we'll come back to Redis here, but I do want to show you why I think this is important here. So some of the leads you're going to see in this video are available here in the shop because they've gotten their easy A's. And to my knowledge, I think they're going to continue to remain here even after the shop updates. So if you're missing some of these leads and you've got the stones, this is absolutely the way to go at. I feel like people have completely forgotten that this is here. And I do think that this is definitely worth it for players if you're missing any of these characters, especially the leads, the easy A leads. Yes, they take a little while to get, but it's worth it once you get it, right? Yamcha, who you're going to see us use here in a sec, Ginyu, right? It'll definitely help you out. So let's head on back to the clash here. So speaking of Yamcha, that is our next and final free-to-play team here. So let's go Saiyan Saga. So we're going to run Yamcha as our lead, sub-lead with the Goku, and here we go. All right, and so this will do the trick. Oh, not you. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Easy day, right? This is probably, I mean, Clash has definitely gotten significantly easier here with the, the amount of free-to-play teams we have at our disposal to help mitigate these bosses, right? I think that was the harder part in days past, where Clash you kind of needed. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to eat a super here with Goku, I guess. Oh, that's right. I forgot Raditz stuns. That sucks. And Int Yamcha is in slot 7. Okay, this is the game we're playing, I see. Okay, never mind. All right, well, at least now we don't have to worry about a super. Okay. Never mind. 2 supers from these guys does the trick. Excellent. Alrighty, so that eliminates the last of our free-to-play teams here and drags us into the next stage here. So the next stage here, we're going to take down the baby, and for this one, we're going to use let's see. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. We have one more free team here, and that is the Rose team. So actually, let's use that. Here we go. Right, another lead with a semi-free setup here. Should be able to do the trick. The Rose team is actually pretty powerful. So again, we've taken down nearly all the bosses using entirely free teams, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead. Oh, okay. Well, we can't do nothing about that. Alrighty. So we messed that up, but whatever. Grabbed the wrong set of orbs, but I don't think it'll matter in the grand scheme of things. We should be able to eat this super pretty well. There we go. Yeah, we messed up by grabbing the wrong set of orbs there, but whatever. Okay, well, at least on the next rotation we have some decent setup we can work with here. There we go. Yeah, we totally messed that up. Oh, yeah, so definitely big jump in HP here. Jeez, right? The last one was 25 million. And what is his HP? 168. Yeah, that's a big jump in HP, actually. That's a huge jump in HP. I don't think it was always like that, was it? No, I think that's new to this one. I can't remember. But I don't feel like I remember it taking. Granted, we are using a mostly free-to-play team and 100% leader skill on one of them, but still, I feel like it wasn't that bad. All right, there we go. Yeah, we didn't grab the AGL orbs, mind you, with him. So, alrighty, excellent. So let's grab that. Let's grab that, and then let's send off the tech. Okay, so I mean, the decent rotation here. We know Fizz, right? Since we got his orbs, we'll be able to tank. There we go. 9 mil. Not bad. Okay, now let's see if we can get some good stuff going here with the STR. He's got to build up a little bit. So there we go. Couple of attacks. We got 15 mil on the STR. Okay, not bad at all. Oh, he can super twice. I did not anticipate that. We should be fine post-super, though. Yeah, okay, we're good. And now the tech, getting his 16 mil. We do get a crit. We get another seal, so now we don't have to worry about that. And now this time we actually get the orbs. Silly me. We messed that up big time. All right, and then we'll send this guy off. Perfect. So a super from Rose should actually do the trick. Would've, if we didn't mess that up last time, would have done significantly more damage that last turn. Oh yeah, 27 mil is with a crit. This should be good, especially if we hit those additional supers. There we go. And it would have been even stronger this turn because we would have raised our attack, but whatever. All right, 19 mil. Excellent. One more. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we'll leave it to the Zamos then. 23 mil. There we go. Much better. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, so baby's down with our last free-to-play team. So this time, for sure, that's the last free-to-play team. So now we can go into our summonable teams here. And since we're fighting Whist, let's use our Realm of Gods team. So we're going to utilize, let's see, where's he at? This guy. And then, this guy as our secondary lead, and then everybody else here, where is it at? Is all under the Realm of God's lead. So the reason we're using the 170 lead under the Goku is because the blue Vegito isn't on that lead. Alrighty, so let's do that number. Yeah, okay, that should do the trick. Get built up a little bit, and then send off the blue Goku here. Excellent. All right, we dodged the super, 29 mil. No EX super, because why would we ever get an EX super here? Now, half of this team is available for free, by the way, or at least will be within the next month. The Vegito, as you saw, is on the list. That God Goku you could have gotten for free last month. And then, of course, the UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta will be added to the shop next month during TDC. So, you know, again, mostly free-to-play team. We could have tossed in a few others, but this works. But yeah, this team is not truly a free-to-play team. It's just most of the units you could use for the team are freely available. They just aren't technically free-to-play. There we go. Oh, he gets the dodge. All right. Oh, okay. This is where we're gonna keep doing that. Okay. There we go. Really? Really? That's what we're going to do? Really? Alrighty. Well, let's do that number. Let's do that. And boom. Okay, so the God Goku will finish this off. 15 mil, no links active. Love it. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so that round is done, and on to the final round here. So we have the AGL Goku and Piccolo here, and he quite the jump in HP, 250 mil HP he's got here. So we're going to use the crossover team here with the God Vegeta for this. Oh, actually, you know what? I have quite a few teams here. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, I know which one. Okay, let's go Daima. Okay, so we have our two leads from Anniversary, and then everyone else here is a free-to-play unit. So here is another one of those. So, I mean, you don't, as long as you've pulled at least one of these Anniversary leads, you'll be able to pull this off here. It shouldn't be too terribly difficult. All right, so we're going to put number 1 in slot 1 because we know how ridiculous he is. And we'll float the Vegeta, get him over there with the Goku. There we go. And we do have enough to qualify his EX Super. There we go. We get the dodge with our AGL Tamagami 1, and we do get his EX Super. So this could either go really easily or really tough, depending on how this game wants to deal with our EX Supers. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Okay, no EX Super on the Tamagami 2. Maybe on the next one? Nope. Maybe on this one? Nope. Alright, well, no EX Supers on him then. Oh, there we go. We got one. Theirs are so hard to proc. It really shouldn't be that way. But whatever. Alright, and now up to Daima Vegeta. So once we get this EX Super, actually a few EX Supers, we might not even make it to the second rotation if he pulls out the EX Supers. That is not an EX Super. Because remember, his attack jumps up significantly more when he does the EX Super. That's not an EX Super. Okay, so this is the game we're going to play here. I see. Okay, did we seriously not proc a single one on Vegeta? That's seriously what we're doing? Yeah, no, we actually didn't proc a single one with Vegeta. Okay. Alright, well, at least we should be able to eat this super. I mean, at least we got that going for us. Excellent. Okay, well, onwards and upwards to the next rotation here. So, let's put... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Alright, let's do that. And let's get our candy here. Perfect. Watch us not get it with Goku either. Okay, no, at least we actually got one of them. I was going to say, that would be really sad. Boom. Alrighty, so there we have it. There is the 96th Ultimate Clash. It is the 96th, right? Well, on the Dokkan info, it reads the 96th. They actually didn't update the news with this one, nor does it say specifically which one this is in the in-game news. So we're just going to say 96 because that's what Dokkan info is saying. So with that said, guys, that is it for our video. That is our mostly free-to-play guide for taking down this Ultimate Clash. It does feel like they increased the HP, and I can't say for certain the attack values here between the last one. and this one, but it does they do certainly feel stronger. But regardless, typing's changed, so we wanted to put out a new guide for you guys to help you guys out. Hopefully you guys found this guide helpful. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what teams did you use to clear the Ultimate Clash and get your sweet rewards as we prepare for the Transcendent Dokkan campaign. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.